And Weah's played everywhere for Juventus, from right wing back to striker. That's a clear knock on Danendoy. Leads to a really good position just outside the box to whip this one in. All the center backs forward. And Miranda's normally got a good delivery on his left.
He is the one over. It does have the short option of Jens Odegaard. This is unmarked. A few players unmarked outside the area. What will they do with it? Now the referee will have to get everything sorted, Mariani. Miranda whipping in towards goal. It did take a nick on the way through, and it will be given as a corner. Perin watching it go over his bar.
And Miranda here was going direct for goal. He was trying to surprise Perin at that near post. Seems like that ball was going to dip, Chris. I think that was goal bound. Or at the very least would have forced a sensational save from Perin. Well disguised there from the Spaniard.
Odegaard to deliver from the corner. Whipped in at pace into the heart of that area, away from Federico Gatti. On the volley, the attempt from Miranda, and it could come through for Castro, but Perin was there first. And Juve would just like a measure of control, but they go long first, in towards Tim Weah. Taken down from behind, and it will be given as a free kick for handball against Weah. It will be possession to Bologna.
Oh yeah. Right arm extended out, ball was slightly behind him. Juventus just having a trouble keeping the ball and just dealing with this constant press from Bologna. Most important is just possession in Bologna's half, the way that the visitors have done pretty well so far.
Dominguez. Juve getting more aggressive. Locatelli going in there with Pobega, and Vlahovic looked to be off and running, but a free kick given. And then the crowd not pleased with the decision of Matteo Marchetti. It was too much there from Locatelli.
Every single Italian in front of us, and there's many in this stadium, got up and started saying all sorts of things to the referee, which obviously we can't translate, but that's what they thought about that call. Looked a 50-50 to them. Pobega, a player who came over from Milan, not the most technically gifted, but tons of honest, hard work. It's that deep-lying holding midfielder. I call him more of a holding midfielder than a deep-lying playmaker. I wouldn't go that far.
Freuler. And Ndoye, the two Swiss internationals who've done well so far. Online for Miranda. Pobega. Slid back to Lukumi. Bukema. Calm play of possession here for Bologna. Go again in the Champions League in midweek away at Benfica. Juventus will host Manchester City. Skorupski will go long, and it's a win on there for Castro, but will go over his head. Back to Mattia Perin. He's been goalkeeping battle with Michele Di Gregorio. Starting to get more action. Juventus though unable to keep it. Switch attempted, and chance there for Dominguez to get to the ball first, but Danilo will just get bumped in the back as he marshals it out of play. I think the referee just having a word there.
Wasn't a bad idea from Bokema. Nearly landed that switch. Went nearly half the field. Long balls over the top, another staple of Italiano's system. Just constantly trying to make it as difficult as possible for the defense to switch off. They always have something to worry about. I talked to Di Vaio, one of the directors of Bologna, before how difficult it is to deal with 3 competitions for a team like Bologna that's normally mid-table. And also how difficult it is when the big boys around Europe come and snap up your players like United, Manchester United with Xerxes, and Arsenal with Riccardo Calafiori. And he's got quite the task now as Bologna trying to become a different kind of team, one that's used to European football.
Francisco Conceição pulled down from behind, and welcome reprieve for Juventus just to play without the pressure. Too much there from Miranda. Danilo into Conceição. Just about kept it, but to find another way through. Coop Miners down the line, and Vlahovic has not had much to feast on as yet. Miranda with a raking long ball, and Odgaard goes chasing, and he's pulled down. And a decision there for the referee, who's just going to let play continue. Just enough of a contact there from Kalulu. Odgaard remains down in the penalty areas. Perin came out to claim. It will be a free kick to Juventus nearing on halfway, and now the Bologna players will surround him.
And now Locatelli's gotten in Freuler's face, and it all starts from Bokema. His play from the defense just to keep that ball in instead of just booting it out for a throw-in. Keeps it in, leads to this long ball over the top. It was just a little slight push off there from Kalulu. Odgaard had a yard on him. There's that play initially from Bokema, who was asking for a foul as well after he passed that ball.
Let's bring in our rules expert, Christina Uncle. Christina, is that for you a dog-so red card, a denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity red card?
Chris, great question, and the answer is no, it is not yet rising to the level of denying an obvious goal-scoring opportunity, because to achieve dog-so, you have to have 4 different considerations, right? And the biggest one here at question is possession or likelihood of control of the ball. The way that the ball is being played in with the speed, even without the foul not occurring, that's basically the question the VAR is checking right now. If this foul didn't occur, would he have reached the ball prior to the goalkeeper reaching the ball? And from that first replay I saw on that speed, I would say the answer would be no, therefore not yet rising to the level of a direct red card dog-so for that. So I would not, the recommendation should not be to recommend for a red card.
I think that's exactly what's happened there. The referee has waved his index finger. We thank Christina Uncle there for tremendous expertise. I think that's absolutely spot on in terms of the considerations for denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. VAR, of course, can get involved with red card decisions. And from how it appears, no red card. Ball will be lofted back into play and away from Emil Holm for a throw into Juventus. He's not gotten off to the best of starts in this game, but an opportunity now to grow into it. Locatelli. And the U.S. international Tim Weah. Danilo. And Coop Miners. Lovely there from Conceição. This good build-up. Vlahovic will take it, but couldn't squeeze it through in towards the run there of Fagioli. But Conceição got to that second ball first. Couldn't keep it in play.
Good to see Coop Miners dropping back as one of the 2 holding midfielders at times just to get on the ball. And that's been one of the big issues for him, is fading away. We all saw him at Atalanta. A world-class talent last season at Atalanta. Was voted one of the 3 best midfielders in Serie A, actually. And not only that, he can pass the ball, he can score, he can give you double-digit goals and assists when he's at his very best. But haven't seen it yet at Juventus. It's been a tough adjustment.
Ndoye coming back to play the ball and evading the pressure, but eventually Rui getting there. Does have to commit the foul. Big role for Jonas Rui to step into now. Referee Matteo Marchetti at the center of everything. Where's that black mark across his face? All the referees in Serie A will do that this weekend. Part of a cause to stop abuse towards referees. Ball attempted down the line from Miranda. Does come out for the throw. Bologna with all the attacking impetus so far in this game. Come all the way through to Ndoye. Flag will stay down. As Miners only could have won it there, but Ndoye kept it. He's done remarkably well under pressure throughout this game. Kamara wide to Emil Holm. Lovely ball behind. Ndoye will take the shot on and score. A deserved reward for the visitors. Kamara wide to Emil Holm. Lovely ball behind. Ndoye will take the shot on and
man before smacking the post with a